Effects the Fast Food Industries Have on Human Health and Environment by Keandra Jones. There is a growing concern of how frequently individuals consume fast food. Obesity and associated disorders are the results of increased food consumption. There are a majority of popular fast food eateries that are located globally. Places such as Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Domino's, Burger King, and many other small restaurants. I am studying the effects the fast food industries have on human health and our environment. This study is important because many people are unaware of the serious harms that fast food industries can cause to our environment, our bodies, animals, oceans, and more. Water and air pollution, loss of wildlife, and of natural habitat are all results that occur from fast food production. When humans eat fast food frequently, they are consuming a poor quality diet. Poor quality diets leads humans to a higher risk of obesity, heart disease, cancer, depression, digestive issues, and early death. John Kenneth Galbraith was one of the first economists to explore the in-depth background of the consumer society. Galbraith argued that individual tastes were not growing, but learned and molded by cultural, customary, and socioeconomic processes. John believed that advertising influenced many human beings, old and young, to start consuming more and more fast food. He was the first to realize how large firms can influence consumption of bad habits and widen the public interest. The 20th century witnessed a tech uprising in the international food supply in an effort to manage the uncertainties that surround both food production and consumption. Also during the 20th century, giant machinery replaced human labor. Lang and Heisman stated in 2004 that agri-chemicals replaced the hoe, feedlots replaced grazing, and monoculture replaced small holdings. These large corporations invest in machinery that assists with the growing of food, such as the mass use of agrochemicals, hybrid plant breeding, and genetic modification. With the introduction of factory farming, intensive livestock rearing, and the prophylactic use of pharmaceuticals to increase weight gain of animals. This transformation has advanced the fast-paced productivity, resulting in a relative abundance of cheap, mass-produced food. This food is being brought by a majority of the most popular fast food chains that we normally eat at. Adolescents' obesity has become one of the most major health concerns in the U.S., with the rate of childhood obesity increasing. The rate of overweight adolescents has risen from 5% in 1976 to 1980 to 16.1% in 1999 to 2002. During this same time frame, the percentage of overweight adolescents increased from 4.8% to 16.7% in boys and 5.3% to 15.4% in girls. Over time, there has been an increased interest in fast food dining. The problem here is that these eateries have foods with a higher intake of calories and calories from fat. Individuals were starting to take notice of the increasing rates of obesity, and it started some controversy. In August 2002, a group of overweight children from New York filed a class action lawsuit against McDonald's Corporation. The children's parents wanted to seek compensation for obesity-related health problems, improve nutritional labeling of McDonald's products, and funding and funding for a program to educate consumers about the dangers of fast food. The parents felt that McDonald's failed to inform their customers of their dangerous products. Though the case did not win, it did open the eyes of many people. Parents wanted to know more about what their children are really eating and how their food is being processed and how animals at the farm are being treated and more. Since there is a high necessity of meat, dairy, eggs globally, agriculture factory farms are growing globally, taking freedom away from cows, chickens, pigs, and other animals. It takes a lot of nutrition, water, and land to take care of these animals. These animals have to rush their growth in order to meet the needs of consumers to feed humans. The greenhouse gas emissions has risen dramatically because of agriculture farms. Other global warming issues have occurred as well. Issues such as waste contaminating our oceans, forests being cut down for plantation use, higher water consumption being used. We're barely near depletion of our oceans, and much, much more. Many of these animals are slaughtered and sold to consumers without having any veterinarian care at all. This goes to show you what we are really putting in our bodies. But there are ways that we can avoid eating unhealthy at fast food restaurants. I read a study that was conducted to gain insight as to how food choices in a stimulated fast food environment might be influenced by nutrition education. The students in this case were educated on the types of foods that are found at some restaurants that somewhat relate to the food pyramid. The overall results of this study show that the students that followed the food pyramid while visiting fast food eateries in the future resulted to eating healthier food choices. But I found this to be unbeneficial, being that meat, dairy, and eggs are the cause of weight gain, and many fast food industries have these things. Of course, there are other ways to avoid fast food. We can do things like start eating at home. We can prepare healthier menus. We can shop healthier. You can do your research for healthier food choices. You can do your research on veganism. And you can also do your research on what you are really eating at those fast food restaurants. Just remember, the next time before you go to a fast food restaurant, just think of our environment and think of the things that we need to change in order to succeed with a better future. Say no to fast food, be smart, and be a healthier you.